I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna get you to, again, lay back as usual. And we're gonna have the legs supported and the back of the head supported. So take your time. Just get yourself comfortable and be in a position where you won't have to move for a little while. So lay back and kind of try to sense that cooler air that is down here. Yeah, so nice. Wriggle your shoulder blades and feel the back body. And then if it's comfortable, close the eyes and just take a minute to just let everything settle towards the earth. I'll come by and press that mute thing in a moment, so no worries. And then just making sure that you're very comfortable. And again, even if it's just 1 degree more comfortable, shifting so that you feel both sides of the hips are even. And you can feel the backs of the arms are open. Even kind of opening up so much that you can feel that you can breathe, even through the armpits. So basically just letting the whole body come from this state of, in Ayurveda they call it pitta, which is excess heat. Coming back a little more to the cool, to the balanced. Coming back to even what we call kapha, which is the earthiness. And imagine that coolness of the earth just meeting you now. Nothing else to have to do. Can you hear me good? Okay, cool. And there we go. Okay. So as you let yourself just lay here, and I did a little practice myself too today. It might be because of how much we were struggling yesterday against everything, the elements, that the body is still tense and the mind is still tense, and it's a little harder than usual to let yourself settle. And that's completely okay. So just breathe into that right now, and as you exhale, just let everything melt a little more and just be. So we'll take the next minute here just in sweet silence, you getting to connect to how you might be feeling today. Maybe you're still feeling that heat, and then maybe there are other layers of your experience now that are also at play. So if you're feeling heat in your palms or on the skin, notice that, acknowledge that. And then as you breathe there, also notice what else might you be experiencing. Maybe the bones are starting to relax towards the earth. Maybe the breath is starting to notice that things are becoming more spacious, and that in this spaciousness there's a possibility of deeper breath. So we'll hang out here for a sweet minute, just giving ourselves time to arrive back into the body, mind connected to matter, and connected to the elements that surround us and that are holding us. So let go even of good or bad. There's nothing like that here. Just being. Starting to notice that even the Take 5 more breath cycles like this, just letting that cool breath enter through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. Great, then nice and simple, we're just gonna sweep the arms overhead and letting the fingertips meet behind us. And then as you exhale, you're just gonna sweep the arms back along the earth and let them rest next to your hips again. So you probably have a little more space there, making sure that you can maybe moving like snow angels, bringing the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, resting the arms again. Continue like this for a little while, just feeling the breath flow into the body, feeling the breath flow into the side ribs, along the length of the whole arm and the side body. And each time you exhale, let yourself take a sigh of relief. So just really sighing everything out through the breath. It might even be through your lips. Two more like this. And one last one. Great, and then just rest the arms for a moment. Then from here, we're gonna bend the knees, and you can push whatever bolster or pillow you might have under the knees away so that your mat is clear, and even removing what's under the head. Then from there, we're going to have the knees wide apart, have the feet beyond the sides of the mat. And you're gonna open up your arms so that they are about shoulder height. And again, gently tuck the shoulder blades under, just let yourself kind of roll side to side. So it's almost like you're massaging into the side hips for now. Nice and easeful. Just feeling where the body is wanting to go. Then from there, you're going to let the movement still be smooth and deliberate, but start dropping the knees a little more as they come towards the sides. So taking your time so that when the knees come to kind of their maximum point on the side, just letting things hang out for a moment, letting gravity draw the knees towards the earth. So breathing in, we come back to the center, and breathing out, we release the knees to the side. Great, and then as we do this, we're going to also turn the head away from where the knees are going. So if the knees are going to the right, you're going to look to the left, and then come back to the center and drop the knees to the other side, and just looking away. Just notice how that feels in the shoulders, in the front of the hips, even for the neck. So a few more times like that. Great. And then from there, we're going to bring the knees still wide apart towards ourselves, hands onto the shins, and just like a child's pose, but on your back. You're just going to draw the knees towards the shoulders a little more. We're just going to breathe here. If it feels nice, you can let yourself wobble a little side to side, massaging into the lower back. If that feels nice, or maybe stillness is what you're seeking at the moment, what you're wanting. Just letting yourself meet that. We'll take a few more breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Relax how the arms are. hands are just gently connected to the legs. We're going to come into happy baby, just extending the feet towards the sky, either holding your ankles or your outer feet. You're going to let the knees be relaxed. And again, today, everything let's be extra easeful. So not over efforting, not trying very hard at all. Just relaxing the shoulders and drawing the knees towards the earth, even as the outer feet gently press towards the sky. Great. We'll take 5 more cycles of breath like this, and maybe you feel a little release behind the hips, around the sciatic joints. Great. Then we're going to just loosely relax the arms towards the sky and the feet. You're going to just take some circles with the wrists and the ankles. Just whatever feels nice. Almost like a little clockwork that from one flows to the other. Just noticing that the body naturally knows what to do. Great, then release your arms back and we'll just press the heels towards the sky. Draw your shoulder blades under. We'll take a few more breaths like that, just pressing the feet away. So it's almost like a staff pose, except you're on your back. Let the inner legs just move in towards each other, pressing against each other. Let the balls of the feet and the heels draw towards the sky. Great, and then we'll relax everything, feet together, knees apart, and just relax the arms next to you again. Great, so the legs are in a diamond shape. We're going to bring the arms down to cactus. So the elbows are 90 degrees bent. And then just breathing as we move the forearms only back and forth. So as you exhale, you're going to bring the hands to press down towards the earth. As you inhale, you're just going to let the forearms open, palms to the sky. We'll do that for a little while, just feeling the shoulders, kind of enjoy this movement or becoming more lubricated with this movement. And we'll try to bring our breath into this. Great, and then we're going to take the hands under the legs and just draw the knees in. Gently just round forehead towards the knees. Take a few breaths there, relaxing the elbows towards the ribs. We're going to cross the right knee over the left. So it's like you're sitting in a chair and you're just crossing one knee over the other. Great, and then hands holding onto your shins or onto your ankles. You're just going to even out the hips first and then draw the knees towards the chest. So just to wherever it goes, relaxing the head back. It might be quite a deep stretch here. And we're just gonna hang out here. Maybe you can reach your outer feet. If you can reach the outer feet, you can also hold there. So just whatever works for you. Nice. Relaxing the shoulders back. Making sure that the head is not getting overly involved, that we're just relaxing, just hanging out. We'll take 5 more breaths here. So each cycle of breath, the in-breath is very gentle, and the out-breath is long and smooth. Letting the face almost just be like a sleepy Buddha. So just relaxing through the whole face. Relaxing the elbows. bring the knees together. And we're going to drop the knees over to the left. And this time as we do that, we're going to open up the arms first again. Shift the hips a little more to your right. And then we'll drop the knees to the left. Great. And then from there today, you're going to try to straighten both the legs. So see if that works for you. If not, you can just straighten the top leg and keep the bottom one bent. Then your left arm is going to relax over the right leg. Just to give it a little leverage, a little weight as you turn to look towards the right fingertips. Just breathing into this. As you continue to breathe here, bring your awareness to your outer right hip. And let's see if you can kind of wrap the outer right hip down a little more towards the left sit bone. Just opening up in that area, opening into the side body. Nice. So letting yourself luxuriate in this, just breathing. Great, and then bend the right knee again, and you're gonna take the right foot outside the left knee. So we're gonna bend the left knee. So it's almost like if you were in sleeping pigeon and your legs were together, kind of like that number 4 shape. You're just dropping the feet to the side. Nice. Left hand is going to gently press the right thigh away, and we're just gonna sweep the right arm just gently along the earth. So when you inhale, you're gonna sweep the right arm up, and maybe you're even gonna let yourself arch to your left. So continuing like that, inhale to sweep the arm up, and exhale to bring it over. So imagining that that right arm is almost like an elephant's trunk. So inhale to sweep it up, and exhale to bring it in the other direction. Nice. And again, just letting yourself be in that exploration, just enjoying that journey of that. Not needing to think about how many more to do or anything like that. Just feel the movement, feel the breath. Great. And then we'll do one more like this. And then from here, the right arm is going to go across the body. The left arm is going to hook and just press it down. So same as the usual, when you cross your arm over the chest and you use the other arm to anchor it down. Then you're going to undo the legs and slowly bring the hips back onto the mat. So drawing the arm across. Catch the right shoulder blade again and draw it down towards the hips. Nice. Get the top of the right shoulder blade and then again draw the top of the right shoulder up and over, and then draw it down towards the hips. Take a few more breaths like this. You're going to take the feet quite wide apart again, and we're going to let the hips just sway side to side. The knees are going to rock side to side. Even as you breathe into the right shoulder blade and the top of the right shoulder. Great, and then we're going to bring the right arm up and over, and then relax the right arm next to you again. And take a moment with the knees together, just relaxing against the earth. Nice, and then when you feel like there's symmetry and you feel settled in the center again, from this place of being grounded, we're going to draw the knees in, shift the hips a little more to the left, and we'll open up the arms to drop the knees to the right. So simple recline twist here. We're going to extend the arms away. And then again, if it feels okay for you today, you're going to extend your legs to straight. And if both legs straight feels like a lot, you're gonna bend the bottom knee and keep the top leg straight. Nice. Right arm can anchor over the left leg if that feels nice. Let the right elbow still relax towards the ground. And then if you like, you can either turn the head to look at the left fingertips, or you can just relax the head wherever it feels right for you. Nice, and then we're going to just breathe here a little while. Just letting the breaths kind of infiltrate into that layer under the skin, between the muscles. So that fascia, allowing all those membranes and the ligaments to have a little time to kind of notice that it's okay to let go. Just breathing like that. I'm not sure if that's my computer. I'll check in a second. So continue to hang out here for about 5 more breaths. Great, and then we're going to bend the knees, and you can bring your knees back to center, and we're going to cross the left knee over the right. So with the left knee crossed over the right, you're going to again try to hold your ankles or your shins or your outer feet, and we'll breathe here, just gently drawing the knees towards the chest. Nice. We'll give it a little bit of time, just let that breath and that time help us to get the breath into the hips. And see how much you can relax here. So try to allow yourself to notice where you're efforting, and if you can even lessen that effort, but still get the same effect. Take about 10 more breaths like this, letting the face relax, letting the mind relax. Great, then we're going to let the left ankle come to the right leg, and we're going to drop the legs over to the side. So kind of like if you were in recline pigeon with the ankle over the top of the right leg, and I'm just going to drop the legs to the side. Right hand is going to press away gently at the left thigh, and left arm you can extend to your side and turn the head to look towards the left fingertips. So practicing in more of a yin fashion. So allowing any of the efforting, which is more of a yang style kind of energy, to feel a little more fluid, to feel a little more like you're following the flow, and that you're going with. So take a few more breaths like that. Even let the area around the heart feel like it can relax a little more. It's so nice to have time to do this for yourself, and then bend your knees and bring it back in, and we'll rock a little side to side, just massaging into the lower back. We're going to come back into one more recline twist, a simple one to do our arm kind of elephant's trunk sweeping. Great, so when you're ready, settling back, hips a little to your left, bend the knees and drop the knees over to your right. And then same thing here. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, and exhale, sweeping it back down. And then again, inhale, you're sweeping the arm up, opening across the chest, and exhale, even turning the head to follow the movement. We'll do this a few more times. So imagine like it's a water dance. But yesterday would have been a really good time to imagine elephants swimming in the river. Couple more breaths like that. Just really allowing that whole area in the shoulder to feel mobile and easeful. Great. And then when you're ready, bring it back to center, get our belly button to the lower back, and we'll have the knees bent and knees together, feet wide apart, and we'll draw the left arm across the chest. Right arm is just going to gently be pressing down and lengthening that arm across. Great. We're going to relax the left shoulder a little bit more. Find the left shoulder blade and tuck it under towards your hips. Nice. And then the top of the left shoulder, we're going to let it draw back and over towards, so let the traps come down towards the shoulder blades. Nice. And then we'll just breathe here. We'll take about 10 more breaths, just giving it time. And then again, if you feel like adding, letting the legs also be in movement, then the knees are wide apart, feet are wider than the mat, and we're just going to let the hips rock gently side to side as we continue to let the arm extend across. Great, and then we're going to just release the arms overhead, bring the feet back towards each other so that they're about hip width apart, and then just let yourself rock a little again, tuck the shoulder blades under, kind of collect everything and let it settle back towards the center. Great, and then from there we're going to extend both the legs to straight, and then even take almost like a Shavasana shape, just relaxing the entire back body towards the earth. So we'll take a few breaths here, just drinking in the sweetness of being. So in this moment, just allowing yourself to feel that presence, that sense of you being here. Great, then we're going to bend the knees again. Make sure you have enough space behind you. We're going to bend the right knee in, interlace the hands behind your right thigh. And then this one is very simple. You're just going to be breathing in and relaxing. And when you exhale, you're going to press the right heel towards the earth. So it's not going to reach, but you'll be activating your glute here. So inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, just activate through that sit bone and press the leg away from you. We're going to do this about 10 times. So just inhale, breathe in, exhale. We'll press it away like the foot is trying to reach the ground. So opening up more space in the sacrum, between the femur, between your thigh bone and the sacrum. 5 more like this with your own breath. Great, then we're gonna extend the right leg towards the sky. Hands are just still lightly interlaced behind the right thigh. And then without having to over effort, again, rock the hips a little side to side. And then you're just going to relax the right leg to wherever it's happy to go in this moment. And once you have found where that might be for you today, you're gonna start taking some rotations through the heel. So you're drawing little circles with the right heel. Nice, and then reverse the direction of those circles. Still the right heel. Great, and then from there we're going to just start drawing the leg a little closer in, still making sure that you're perfectly comfortable. Create a little space by drawing the sit bone, right sit bone away to the wall opposite you. And little by little over time, just holding the leg and just drawing it in and breathing. Wherever you meet resistance, relaxing and just breathing. Letting it do what it does. It will let go in its own time. So taking 5 more breaths here, just like this. Really enjoying your out breath. Nice. We'll be taking the right leg across again. Left knee is bent. This time, left hand is going to catch either the outside of the right leg or the outside of the right foot. And the left hand is going to grab the left foot. So we're coming into cat, catching his tail. Coming gently to your side. And then bending the left knee and holding with the right hand the left foot. Nice. So extending away. And feel free to kind of rock around and adjust. Feel free to let both the knees be bent first as you kind of find your balance. And then come back into it. And just breathe to wherever you find yourself sensing the hip opening, the front of the left thigh opening. We'll just hang out here for about 10 breaths. And it's more easy to have the hand just holding the outside of the leg. So it could be a more easeful choice today, which is nice, and more of a yin efforting. So feel free to do that. And instead of holding your outer foot, you can hold your inner foot. That's also a little more accessible for the shoulder. Great, so just 5 more breaths like that. Relax your head in whichever direction feels nice for you. Great, and then we'll bend both knees, belly button into the spine, and come back to center. Take a moment there, just let the knees relax together, feel both the feet parallel, hip width apart, and again rock a little, let the shoulder blades come under, and take a nice breath in, and exhale, letting yourself again sense that sense of becoming present. Great, and then we'll do the same cat catching its tail on the other side. So drawing the knees up, you're gonna take the right foot in the left hand and then the left foot in the right hand, and just gonna let the left leg cross over the body. So we'll come into the twist first for this one. Relax the hips here, and again you can hold the inner feet or the outer feet or even the outer thigh. Just wherever it feels right for you. And then again, the head, letting it relax in the direction that you feel is the nicest for you today. Great. We'll hang out here for about 10 breaths. So letting each breath be like a container that you can pour your awareness into. So as you breathe in, breathing in some beautiful quality that you would like to receive. Maybe a sense of zen or ease. And then as you exhale, letting go of any of that excess heat or anything that feels in excess in the body. Great, a few more breaths like that. And then in your own time, gently let go. Bring the knees back to center and rock a little side to side. Gather the shoulder blades under again. And we'll bring the feet back onto the mat with the knees bent. We'll draw the left knee in, interlace the hands under the left leg, and then press the left heel towards the sky. Nice. And you're going to make some circles with the left heel. So imagine if you were a kid and you were given crayons and you're going to get to scribble whatever you like. Imagine that that point of the crayon is the left heel. And then reversing the direction of that circle. Always let your practice be a little bit playful. Great. And as you come back to center, you're just going to bring the hands onto the leg wherever you like to hold. Lengthen the left sit bone towards the wall opposite you. And then relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the elbows. Just draw the leg in towards yourself, to wherever is happy to go today. Nice, and then we're just hanging out, we're just breathing here. Again, just letting all of these layers of our body take their own time to drink in the breath again. And then with that softness, relax the foot back towards the earth. We're going to take the knees to the side, your outer feet together. And then relax the hands on top of the belly and a little higher. And just feel the hands on the body and just breathe into the hands. We'll take 5 breaths here, just allowing ourselves to receive. See if you can let go of the sense that you need to effort to draw in the breath. Just take a step back and watch the breath coming in by itself. Tune into that delight. Notice that the breath really loves hanging out with you. Great, and then from here we're going to interlace the hands, press the palms up towards the sky, and then relax the arms overhead, pressing the palms away just gently, lengthening into the forearms, into the wrists, You're gonna bend your knees and bring the feet back on the mat. And again, just gently taking the feet wider apart and just that gentle side to side with the hips. Great, and then left hand holds the right wrist. We're just going to arch to the left a little more. Bring your feet together to the left side of your mat. And today the knees are still bent. We're just going to draw the knees a little more to the left as we draw the arms across. And just breathing into this. Great, and then we'll come into the other side. Relax the arms. Right hand comes to the left wrist. Bring your feet together. Walk them to the right side of your mat. And then we'll bring the upper body in a gentle crescent to the right side. Relax both the shoulders. And again, just the knees are guiding a little to the right. So creating that really big curve from the knees all the way to the left shoulder. We're just going to enjoy the breath here, taking about 5 more breaths here. Great. And then come back to the center. And we'll take a few moments just coming back and feeling the spine along the mat and letting both shoulders relax towards the mat again. We'll be doing a shoulder opener here, and basically it's kind of like when we do our cow face shape and we're seated, but this time just one arm. So with the right arm, you're going to turn so that the palm faces away from you. You're going to lean to your left side, and you're going to walk the back of the right hand up the back. And then as you do that, you're going to slowly come back and try to lay onto the arm. And then if that's crazy, if that's too much, take your pillow under the shoulder. You don't need to come all the way down. And we're just going to breathe here. So relaxing the top of the right shoulder. Left hand is just going to come in gently, kind of create a little bit of a soothing weight over the right shoulder. So lengthening that collarbone away, lengthen the lower back, relax the hips again. Knees can relax towards each other. We'll take a few more breaths there. So as you breathe into this, letting the mid back kind of release here, and feel the mid back on the head. Nice, and then we'll release, turn to your left again, release the right arm gently, and you're gonna make some circles with the right arm. So just sweeping the right arm up and taking it into some circles, just moving through that shoulder joint. Great, and then again, come back to the center and take your time to feel center again. And just breathing into this, relaxing the shoulders again. Nice, and then we're going to do the same on the left side. Extend the left palm and then have the left palm face away from you. And then we're going to turn towards the right side, and you're going to slip the left arm behind you, walking the back of the left hand up the spine. Great, just to wherever you can go. Make sure that the shoulder is not going to feel like this is too much. And then come back and try to lay over the arm. Nice. And then right hand is going to create a little bit of that reassuring kind of touch along the left collarbone, the left shoulder. We're just gonna breathe here, letting both sides of the ribs even out. Letting both sides of the hips relax. And then allowing the mid-back, the spine where your hand is, to just have that little bit more of a release there. We'll take about 5 more breaths here. Anytime it feels like a lot, feel free to come out of it. Great, and then in your own time, turn to your right, gently release that left arm and take a few circles with the left arm. Just with your breath, feeling that hand, that wrist free again, and the left shoulder. Just moving through the whole joint. Great. And then in your own time, we're going to come back to center. Relax the knees, have the feet flat against the mat. And then we're just going to interlace the hands behind the head, relaxing the elbows away from each other. Yeah, nice and easy, just like if you were lying on grass and just relaxing under the shade. Then from here, take your hands a little further down towards the lower curve of the head, of the skull, and then we're going to tuck the chin a little, and then without over efforting, just bring the head a little higher and rest the head back into the hands. So the hands are like a cradle here. Then slowly with the hands, you're going to guide the chin to tuck even more, so coming into more of a curve into the back of the neck, making sure that you choose what feels like an okay amount for you. And then you're going to let yourself just draw a little more to your right and feel the left side of the neck. Have a beautiful stretch. Just breathing into that. And then come to the other side. Lean the head a little more to the left. And breathe into the stretch in the right side of the neck. Great, and then bring yourself back to center. Really let the head relax into the cradle of the hands again, and gently lower the head back towards the earth. Breathe here, and then as you exhale, release the arms and let them come back next to your side. Great, then you're gonna have a little bit of a freestyle rocking. So as you wish, you're just gonna give yourself a bit of a massage along the back body. Maybe with the knees coming up, maybe the hands are resting on the legs. Just whatever feels nice. Imagine yourself just kind of bobbing on the surface of an ocean. Just letting yourself follow that wave side to side. Nice. And then from here, relax the feet back to the mat, tuck the hands under the head. Again, draw the chin a little closer towards the throat. And just gently rock side to side with the neck. So if the neck is really tight, you don't want to do too much. You want to go into it easefully and just discover. Just a few more breaths like that, making sure that you're breathing in a relaxed way. Great. And then from here, we're going to turn to the side. And you're going to come up to set yourself up for Shavasana. So you might take something under your knees again, and you might have something under the head again. So take your time to find kind of like your ultimate fully supported position. Maybe even something under your lower back if that feels supportive for you. Then we're just going to close the eyes and just let the breath simply flow as it would like to. So the breath knows what to do and the body knows what to do to reintegrate, to repair itself, and to restore itself. And there's nothing else that you need to do right now, just making sure that you're comfortable. And for the next few minutes, we're going to take our time to just really let the whole body, the nervous system, the mind, get a little break. So really take a little vacation from everything. Nothing else to have to do. You're just breathing, just relaxing, and just being. Coming into your Shavasana. And for your awareness to have something to relax on, let yourself hear an intention from your body, a quality that you like to receive on the in-breath. So maybe you're breathing in and feeling peaceful, and breathing out, relaxing in peace. So whatever comes to you as your own intention, breathing in, receiving, and breathing out, resting in that quality that is holding you unconditionally. Every exhalation, resting in that quality that you like to receive. Feeling in your body as if you've already received it. over the next minute, allowing your awareness to rest on your breath again. Like the awareness is able to just lightly surf on top of the breath. Every inhalation, drinking in that quality that is your intention, the way you like to feel. And as you exhale, already feeling that way. Taking smooth, deep breaths. Smooth, deep breaths into the body. Feeling the breath, the prana, circulate throughout the body. And feeling calm and cool and complete, just as you are. And take your time to come to your side and then to any comfortable seat. We'll meet with the eyes softly closed and the hands together at the heart. We'll chant Om to seal our practice. So just taking a breath in. Sending the breeze over the lily fields to you, bowing towards our hearts and each other. Namaste.